Hey, Collector here. This is my first Skyblock video, hopefully of many more to come. I've been playing Skyblock for quite some time. I've been playing since pretty much the server released Skyblock, but I thought I would take this first video to kind of introduce myself and show you around. Oops. So anyways, on this account, I do Slayer quests. Building. Event stuff. Fishing. Yeah, not too exciting. And lots of other random stuff. Oh, I also have this alt, which is co-opted with my friend's alt. We're both nons, and on this profile, we do things that nons do, like hitting people's Slayer bosses, asking stupid questions in chat, asking for free stuff, getting restricted by the chat filter, not being able to join during events, overpaying for things in the auction house. Just kidding, we're advanced nons. We haven't spent too much time playing on this, but we have done some building, pretty much just noob versions of our main accounts, just to do occasionally because it's kind of fun. Since those last few clips were recorded, I've done a couple things. First of all, I got a Yeti rod and maxed it from the winter event. I also got a hilt and sold it for 7 million. And then I got another Yeti rod, which I traded for a shredder, which I then maxed. Also, I got an overflux. Just kidding, I crafted it for pricks. Also, I got level 8 Sven.
What?
I got a spear rune. Oh boy.
Oh, he didn't. On the upside, you are Sven 8 now.
Now, a little bit of a tangent here, but Sven is so annoying to grind. I've gotten 400,000 XP in it, and the entire time, people are stealing my mini-bosses, stealing my regular bosses, losing money because I only get teeth, spending hundreds of hours, killed over 1,000 bosses. And you know what I got from that? From all 1,000 bosses, from all the pain and suffering, you know what I got? One single Kochir rune. Oh boy. Honestly, Slayers are some of the most scammy things on Hypixel. It's so ridiculous that you can go for so long without getting a single RNG drop, while there are some people that literally get it within their first 40,000 XP. I saw somebody in a lobby with an overflux who said they got their overflux grizzly bait, 3 red claw eggs, and 4 Kochir runes within 28,000 XP of level 7. Like, what? How is that fair? Oh, I also made this Jerry shrine to pray to RNGesus. I toss enchanted emeralds into the flames to appease Jerry every day, but so far it has not helped me. Oh, I also did this. I'll just let the clip explain for itself. I'm not proud to say it, but that wasn't my first time I've died to a cactus on Skyblock. Also, I unlocked my 20-second minion slot, and I learned how to make animated textures, so I've been messing around with that. That was pretty fun to make. Well, now that we're done being sidetracked, it's time for the project I was actually planning on doing for the video, which is removing my ice farm that was blocking out the sun on my island. I recorded a clip before this, but it got deleted, so just pretend there's a giant ice farm up there. While the time lapse is going, I'm going to tell the story about how I became the Iceman. it all started probably about 4 months ago. There was a role in the Skyblock's Discord server called Leaderboard Player for getting top 10 in any skill or collection. And I thought, what would be the easiest collection to get top 10 in? And the first thing that came to my mind was ice. Seemed like pretty unuseful material at the time. It hardly had any collections, almost no uses whatsoever. No reason to max it other than to get a tier 11 ice minion, but even then it was better just to buy the ice from the NPC. So that's what I did. I quickly learned that ice minions were very slow and inefficient, so I made a fairly large platform. You can actually see it in parts of the time lapse down about level with the rest of my island. But it took me about 4 days of manually mining that little ice farm over and over again to get that leaderboard player role. And I got it at about 100,000 ice collection. So fast forward to about a couple weeks ago when the winter update released. I logged on, I saw that there was a new update, and everyone in the Discord was looking for people with high ice collection. I thought, oh well, I totally got this. I have 100,000. Surely I have the entire collection unlocked, even after the update. Nope, 250,000 collection. But, of course, I had the experience from before, getting that leaderboard player role. So, while all the nerds were using their tier 11 ice minions and very slowly climbing up the collection, I built a massive ice farm, half the size of my island, and just started farming. So if you're wondering how it works, there's just pretty much a large platform, and I used the magical water bucket, which was actually just fixed when the update came out. So you were able to place the magic water bucket inside of flowing blocks, which you weren't able to do before. So that was good timing for that to get fixed. I filled it entirely in because water becomes source blocks if you fill it in diagonally. And then if you're wondering what the blocks in the middle are there for, they're probably not there anymore, but towards the beginning of the time lapse, there were quite a few blocks in the center of the ice field. And that's because ice can only form on the sides of other blocks. So if I didn't have those there, they would only be able to freeze inward from the edges, which would take a very long time to freeze over. So having these blocks in there are kind of like having ice seeds. They grow out from the center as well. And then I harvest the whole thing with a Silk Touch pickaxe. All of the farms that I had set up gave about 20,000 collection for a full harvest. And I just did that repeatedly all day. And I really wanted to get the Auger Rod before the first time the island opened, and I was able to do it. I was able to build the entire ice farm, manually farm 150,000 ice, and buy the 2 stacks of enchanted packed ice needed for the rod. And I got it before almost anybody else, other than a few people who already had the collection maxed. But then, after that, I was pretty excited, and my day just kept getting even better, because what did everybody need? Auger rods, and I was one of the few people on the server that could actually craft one. And I had just got an MVP++, so I got a ton of carpentry XP. I got 50,000 carpentry XP for every single auger rod I crafted, and that was enough to make me go from level 23 to 25 carpentry, which got me the Master Crafter role on Skyblocks, which is having 100% of the recipe book unlocked, including all of the carpentry recipes. And then I also crafted a full Frozen Blaze set for Prix and got in his video. I've actually known Prix since before he was a YouTuber, and before Skyblock even. I knew him from a different server, but that's another story. The full Frozen Blaze set gave me about 200,000 carpentry XP, which is insane. So that's how I became the Iceman. I haven't used the replay mod in a while, so this whole time lapse was kind of an experiment. I hope it was enjoyable enough, and I hope you enjoyed my story. Alright, well that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, you can leave a like on the video, and you can subscribe if you want, or you could not. if you don't want to. Anyways, next video I'm probably going to be getting a spooky horse during that event, so you can look forward to that. See you next time. Goodbye.